guys! So today we're going to be talking about why we quit college. We just thought it would be good to let people know and tell you what we're doing now and how we got to where we are now and if we like it. We've both got very different experiences, so we thought it would be good to show either end of the spectrum. We both also are in very different fields. By the way, Sophie's ill.
Ignore like my face, my nose is bunged up, I've got a really sore throat. First of all, I hated secondary school. I think we both hated it.
I don't know if everyone knows, but we went to primary school together. Then we went to separate secondary schools. Sophie went to one kind of near where we live.
Yeah.
And I went to one not near where we
Basically,
live.
I went to a trashy secondary school and she didn't. My secondary school was really bad.
But then, at the same time, I went to a school the complete opposite to your school, and we both had terrible experiences.
Yeah,
so
true. I hated it because I was never going to stay at sixth form in my school. I was like, let me go to college. I was going with two of my best friends at the time. We started college in September. By October, like the 11th, I had dropped out. I remember coming home one day and just being like, this is it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'd fallen out with who I thought was someone that I'd be friends with forever, and that really took a toll on me. Like, I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I can't see them every day. Someone that I'd fallen out with in secondary school came to my college, and I was like, I know I made the decision really quickly because I'd been there a month and I hadn't really got close to anyone. I hadn't really made an effort to make friendships. I hadn't made an effort to go to my classes, do homework. I just thought, I really think I'm wasting my time. So I literally went home. I think it was like a Monday or something. I was just like, Mum, I'm not going back. I just didn't go back. But I did. I snuck in a few times afterwards, but that was it.
And that was a year and a half ago.
That was 2016, October 2016.
She's still alive, she's alright.
Yeah, I'm still living.
Sophie went to a college, I went to a sixth form, so I was in another school basically.
God, that's scary.
For me, I was alright moving there because all my best friends, we were all there together. So one of my best friends from out of school already went there from year 7 to 11 and was staying on for sixth form, so I had her there. And then I also went there with like my best friend from secondary school. So,
I think you went with a really good group of friends.
I did. I had a strong group with me. In some respect, that made me a lot more confident about it. I went, and at first I thought it was so great.
I remember going to see her and my other friend at the time. Once I had dropped out, I used to go visit them.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, why could I have not enjoyed it how they're enjoying it?
At first, not gonna lie, it was really scary because every single one of us got put in a different form. We weren't on the same courses either. We didn't see each other, basically, other than lunch and break. So it was difficult, but you know, I had a strong group, so I was alright. The first couple of weeks, I'm not gonna lie, me and one of my friends would come home and be like, we hate it. Like,
I remember that.
But then I became friends quite quickly with the group of my other friend. I feel like this is getting really complicated.
Because we're not saying no names, basically.
Yeah, I can say my friend Drew, she's the one that already went to the school. I became friends with Drew's friends really quickly, really easily. We all got on really well. We were the only group in the school that was really big.
There was quite a lot of you.
Things got complicated very quickly because obviously we were all very close and we were all very similar as well. So a lot of arguments started happening. Not going to name names, but there was a psychopath in the group. I stuck it out a year because I was like, you know what, I might as well just stay a year, do my ASs, and then after that I've got 1 year left. Me and one of my friends had split off from the friendship group because we were like, we don't want to be in that environment. Got to the summer, one day, me and Sophie were out with her cousin.
We had like a proper chat on that train, didn't we? I think
that day
train journey really did finalise a lot of things.
We hadn't spoken to someone outside, and I think when we spoke to Tiger,
a lot of realisation, like we came to a big realisation.
Yeah, I remember I was like, oh my god, I've got homework to do. Tiger was like, what, why? Yeah. She's a year older than us, so she's not at school anymore. And I was just like, yeah, I'm still at sixth form, and they were like, oh my god, like,
yeah, because like, I
forget, because obviously Sophie wasn't at school at the time.
I was like, what's school?
I basically said to them like, I hate school so much, I can't deal with it. And Tiger basically just said to me, drop out then.
I was like, just do it as well.
Because I was still at a stage in my life where I had no clue what I wanted to do. But I was like, you know what? Yes. I was like, yes, I am going to drop out. You know what? Yes, screw this. I'm going to drop out. And I did. And do you know what, guys? I'm telling you something right now. From that day that I dropped out of school, even a little bit before that summer to now, best time of my life. I'm not even joking you.
No, truly.
I've never been so
free. I think that's
and just like happy. Like, I'm not stressed about friendship. No. I'm living my life how I want to live it. I'm going out doing things I want to do. We're travelling. I'm just really enjoying myself. 10 out of 10 would recommend dropping out of school.
No, we're not saying that. We're saying
if you're thinking of doing it, really think about it. Because dropping out of college was something I've been thinking about since year 11.
I know I was only there a month, but from the first day I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, even with Annie recently, I told her something and she was like, well, when have you thought about this? Because she thought I'd thought about it that day. I was like, no, didn't just come to my head today. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I'll get on to that in a bit.
She works in a nursery.
Yeah,
I work I never know how to explain it because what is it?
In Funland. Okay, Annie works in Funville and Sophie works in Not Funville.
I'll explain more when I'm talking about it, but I work in like film, social media sort of thing.
Industry, yeah. So like I said, I dropped out of college in October. I had a few months where I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I was stuck in a rut. Basically until December, I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I love working with children. I did work experience with children. Let me do that. I went to a few and I was just like, no, this is trash. Then I went to one. You know when I reached a point where I was just tired of looking? This was before Christmas and I was doing like trials and I was like, yes, I'll take the job, whatever. 1 week into the job, I was like, I quit. I'm not going back. Because for about a month before I found the place that I'm at now, I really did like it. I loved it. Though it's very small. There's only 8 teachers. It's Montessori, which means it's a bit different, works a bit differently, but I work in a class that is a Montessori because I work with babies. From February to I'd say about October, it was amazing. Like I loved it. I was doing what I loved, and then it just kind of hit a rough spot. Mainly to do with staffing. There was a lot of changes, and then it became a place that I didn't really want to go to. I was talking to my colleagues, and then we just realised we all felt the same way. Yeah, we're just kind of it's a bit of a bummer now, and I'm thinking about my next steps.
Me and Sophie obviously right now work in completely different industries, but as you can probably tell, she's interested in the thing I do and I'm interested in what she does. My backup has always been children. I can remember being in primary school being like, I'm gonna be a teacher.
You know what, I think that's what it was. You've just put it in my head, like I think that was my backup. Oh my god,
if I did.
I get stressed about this.
You're a year ahead of me still. Like I'm just starting my apprenticeship, so you're fine. You're okay. During the summer, I quit college. I went on a course. So I went online and I was looking for an apprenticeship. I was looking on the government website. I knew I wanted to do something creative, and I'm not gonna lie, government website does not cater for that at all.
Yeah, but I went through the government website and I think that's where I went wrong.
So I was like, oh bro, everything I found was like working in a shop. That's fine for some people, but it's not what I wanted to do. Eventually, I found another website, and I can't remember what website it was, but
I have to go on it.
It just had a list of loads of different jobs that sounded a lot more up my street. I applied for one. I got contacted by this college. Turns out when you apply on this website, you apply through the college, so you're not actually applying for the apprenticeship. And I got invited to like a group interview there. They basically said if you want to do one of those apprenticeship, you have to do a course first in like social media and stuff. I ended up doing that. Absolutely loved it. Savannah, if you're watching.
Hi.
I ended up going on a few interviews. If you are doing this sort of thing, going on interviews, a lot of people just won't get back to you. But don't worry. I said to myself, if I do not find a job by the new year, that's it. I'm going to do my backup because I can't do this. But something in my head was saying to me, Annie, no, like don't give up, because if you give up, you're obviously never going to get that job that you want.
Just keep applying.
Yeah.
It took a while for people to get back to me.
At the time, I was more interested in music and doing something in the music industry. So I was going to a lot of job interviews that were based more around that. I mean, one I went to was nice, but I feel like you can really sense when you go to an interview whether it's a place that you want to be or not. I was just like, I can't imagine myself here. I was at the stage where I was like, I'm literally about to give up. And then I had 2 more interviews. I went to one. I was just really not feeling it. Literally the next day, I think it was, I went to another interview, and this one was in the film industry, kind of. It was really daunting because usually you get interviewed by one person, and I had been interviewed a couple of weeks before that by 2 people, but this one was 3 people, and I was like,
holy moly.
I was like,
there were 3 people, and I was like,
I walked in and it was the most relaxed I'd felt in any of the interviews, which was weird to me because I was like, there's 3 people. And everyone was lovely, like I could tell, like everyone's really nice. Straight away I was like, oh my god, like, I love this place. I was like,
so nice.
no, literally, I was happy for you.
Oh my god. Is this one where they literally pulled up our videos?
No. Oh no. They don't even know about this. They said to me at the end of the interview, it's like, are you going for any other jobs? And I was like, yeah, like I've been to a couple of interviews, but like they just take their time getting back to you. And they said to me, oh, well, we'll try and be quick. On the way back from the interview on the bus, a guy from my college rang me and he was like, how was the interview, all of this? And I was like, yeah, it was good. He was like, what did they say to you? And I was like, oh, they just said they'll get back to me as soon as they can. And he was like, oh, well.
I'm so happy. I'm like, okay, go on.
But they want to offer you the job, and I was like, I was quick. He was like, do you want to take it? I was like, yes. Hung up with him. I had a missed call from the guy I usually talk to. He was like, right, so the past 2 interviews, how they been? I was like, yesterday's one was alright. And he was like, but I preferred today's one.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. So I was like, I've just spoken to whatever his name is. He told me that they want to offer me the job. And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
okay, what do you want?
What's wrong? And he was like, the other one wants to offer me the job as well. In my head, I was like, I've always wanted to work in the music industry. And the job that I didn't like as much was music. But then I was like, but those people seem so much nicer and like friendly. I was like, you know what, no, I'm going to work in the nice place. So I did that. Oh, but do you want me to explain about?
Yeah.
Okay. I work at a company who are a little bit difficult to explain. We work for film distributors. When they have a film coming out, their social medias and the film social medias, we run them basically. We go to the screenings and everything, we work them. YouTubers, for example, if you get invited to a premiere or a screening, we invite you.
Thanks to Annie, basically. So, Saffron Bark, if you're watching, yeah?
Yeah, and Anastasia, I invited you to Maze Runner, babe.
So, you owe us, or you owe her. I was behind the scenes, she did tell me about it.
When the talent from the films are in London or at an event and they get interviewed, when interviewers play games with them, we think of the games, we think of all the questions and stuff.
So, as I said, Funville.
Because we work for 20th Century Fox, we were in charge of Maze Runner.
Which is really cool, by the way, so if you would like to see it, it's out at cinemas now.
It was a fan screening for Maze Runner, and this was like a good month before it was being released. Like, this was a long time ago. They were like, do you want to come see it? I'm a massive fan of Maze Runner. I was like, oh.
I was
like, oh my god, yes! I was like, yes, I want to see it. So I brought Sophie and one of my other friends as well. We cried our eyes out. Oh. I've never cried so much watching a film other than Marley and Me and Fault in Our Stars. Like, but like, let's be real, it's Maze Runner. I should not be crying.
Yeah,
we were in hysterics, and Sophie set me off. She started, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. And then this competition came about, and I kind of had to get the winners, contact the winners, all of that sort of thing. It got to like the weekend before and people were dropping out and all of this. At this point, everyone at my work knows that I was obsessed with Dylan O'Brien. This one girl at my work was like, hey Annie, what are you doing on Monday? How cool would it be to see Dylan in the flesh? And I was like, trying to play it cool. I was like,
yeah.
She was like, oh, like, you can go. And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna let me in a room with him? I don't think that's a good idea. She was like, yeah, and I was like, right, Sophie, you're coming with me, babe. So originally, I was going there purely to watch the film again. Like, I was just being a seat.
Same.
I ended up having to work. So Sophie was travelling from work. It was really difficult actually, because they had like a red carpet, and where the papa, the cast, stand in front of them taking pictures, I was sitting in front of them, like, on the red carpet. And I had Sophie ringing me when I had like Dylan O'Brien in front of me. I was like,
I'm trying to get past these because people are secure.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, because she arrived when I was trying to take photos of the cast, because we had to do it to like live tweet off of 20th Century Fox's social medias. So when the cast went inside, I was like, right, I need to go and get Sophie.
People were shouting at me because I was barging through.
Yeah,
it was like Dylan O'Brien here, but I'm not like, oh, drop dead. And everyone was like, ah! And I was like, just let me through, please, just get out of my way.
I got her in, and we got into the cinema. I've been to a premiere before where it's a massive, massive cinema, and it's like 2 levels, and the top level is the cast and influencers, and the bottom level is fans. In here, you're in a small room, and it's the fans, and Dylan O'Brien is sitting next to you. Not even sectioned off, like he's sitting next to you. So I was like, oh wow, like this is close for comfort. Where usually you're in a cinema and it's like barriered off where the chairs are that you sit in. There's 2 chairs in front of the barriers with like a gap in between them that another chair could fit in.
Yeah.
And so we were sitting there because I had to sit and like take content while they did a Q&A at the beginning.
So basically Dylan O'Brien was literally from where we are to like there.
This girl was sitting like behind us, and when they walked off to go sit down, she was like, Dylan, and he was like, later.
She was like, I came from Indonesia or whatever she said.
Definitely Argentina. And he was like, oh fine. Bro came and stood in the middle of mine and Sophie's chair.
Yeah, and we was like,
it's right there. I was like, no, don't touch it.
Yeah, I was like, no, Sophie, stop.
Then we got out and this happened.
I know, we wasn't even out. We was in the cinema before the movie started, and I looked, before the movie had even started, before Dylan had basically sat on us, I looked at Annie and I was like, I'm gonna quit my job.
But in my head I was thinking, I know that she obviously doesn't like her job right now, and I know that she would enjoy what I do, but at the same time I was like, is she just saying that because Dylan O'Brien's standing next to us? Like, because I would. It's like, spur of the moment, she was like, oh my god, so excited. She'll wake up tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, back to the nursery.
But no.
Yeah.
No guys, like,
I didn't realise she'd been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, I've been thinking I want to leave my job, and then the more I listened to her talk about it, I was just like, God's sake, what am I doing with my life? I don't want to be there if I'm not happy. What am I doing? I just had this moment of realisation in the cinema when Dylan O'Brien was standing in front of me. I was like, this is what I want to do now. This is what I want to do next. I was like to her, do I tell my mum and dad? I got in the car, my mum and dad were in the car, and I was like, well, if you know my mum and dad, you know why I'm confused. My dad was like, so how was it? My mum obviously cares, but my dad's more like, so how was it? What did you do? Who did you see? Where did you sit? What premiere? What cinema was it? View only? I was like, my head was spinning. I was like, Dad, one question at a time, please. I was like, yeah, Dylan O'Brien. He was like, don't know who that is. I said all the characters don't know who that is. I was like, okay, whatever, Dad. He was like, so is it the same industry as Trent? Basically, my cousin works in production. I was like, no. And then I was just silent, and then he was like, thinking of a career change. And I was like, You know, like when your parents just know you. Please don't talk to me about that. He was like, are you being serious? And I was like, yes. Me dropping out of college, my dad was like, are you sure? Like, with college, he was a bit sceptical. And I was like, yes. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care what anyone else thinks I'm dropping out. But then with this, I was like, yeah, I'm genuinely thinking about it. And he was like, oh, you're still young anyway, so whatever. So
Okay.
So yeah, I think my parents are okay. I haven't sat down and had that convo with them yet, but in a couple of weeks I won't have to because I will be 18, and I mean, so that's us. And I've realised that I don't think I'm going to be a person that's going to be stuck in one job forever. I feel like I'm going to chop and change, and that's alright as well.
That's okay.
Don't stay
Don't
somewhere
stress.
if you're not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stress. We're going to Paris in like less than a month.
Less than 3 weeks.
Guys, I'm so excited.
Alright.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I have to go.